This is a team that has a little bit of a chip on its shoulder playing here at Jaguar Gym. They had an 18-game home win streak snapped earlier this season, and they want to get back to that elite status. It is absolutely electric down here right now. This team is ready to try and take back one from Don Bosco. The multi-talented Marlena Welch, who sang the national anthem here tonight and scored 4 goals in the win. If you take a look at it, the shirt says pride on the back, but that's only half of it. If you flip the t-shirt over, it reads faith. 14 points today, perhaps none bigger than those last 2 foul shots to win this game. What was going through your mind on the line?
And after all I've done for him, to think that he could do that to me.
I knew coming to the game that I had like 19 points to do it. I wasn't keeping track of my mind during the game, but after he said I had 23 points, I knew I'd done it.
What Ian Hummer has done is continued a family legacy at Princeton. As just a junior, he's passed his father Ed on the Tigers' all-time scoring list.
Growing up, I heard all the stories about him playing here, and the fact that I'm beat him in scoring 3 years, same as he did. It's pretty funny.
Pretty funny, because Ed doesn't think very highly of his own accomplishments.
I don't know how high that is on the all-time scoring list. It's not all that high. I'm at 700 and something like that.
The elder Hummer sees much more potential in his son.
He has a way to go. He's a work in progress, but he's coming along fine.
And with 1.5 years left in a Tigers uniform, there's still another Hummer to beat on Ian's list.
My goal is definitely the 1,000-point club, and hopefully I can get it either this year or next year.
I'll be happier. I'm happy now, but I'll be even happier when he passes my brother John, who is higher up on the list than I am.
The age-old saying, like father, like son, could not be more true for the Hummers. But in this case, Ian hopes to create a new family phrase, like uncle, like nephew. Eva Zaccaria, Verizon Fios 1 Sports. It's something the Orange has ignored since it entered the top 10.
We don't even know that we ranked 7th.
Andy Routens made sure it would never distract his teammates.
He said, me and the team have been talking and we don't want to focus on our ranking. Could you do me a favor tonight? Before you do the team intros, don't mention where we're ranked in the polls.
I feel like coming out there and announcing our names was enough.
So I never mentioned the team's ranking. And it kept moving up, moving up, moving up.
Then SU hosted a top 10 opponent. It still didn't matter to Routens, though.
I said, Andy, I'm going to have to mention that Georgetown's ranked 7th tonight. I don't want Coach getting upset with me that I'm not giving you guys your just due.
The Cuse even ignored its #1 ranking.
Senior night, the only time you're ever going to hear we're the #1 ranked team in the country while you're in the Dome. You want me to say it?
I told him no. You know, it's how it's been the entire season, and you know, it's how we're going to stick to.
And it's no different right now. We're taking every game one at a time.
Keeping the ranking out of player intros isn't just to help Syracuse stay grounded. It's a strategy.
Staying our ranking, I feel like we give the other team extra motivation before the game started.
It's a principle the players have been taught since high school.
We were so excited the first time we got in the rankings. We're like, oh, wow, we're in the state rankings. This is awesome. And, you know, then you lose, and then you're right out, or you lose at the end of the year, and all that was great while it was there, but it's not what you're trying to accomplish. So.
Players and coaches agree that the only #1 that matters is the one the Orange hopes to have next to its name in early April. Until then, any ranking or tournament seeding remains insignificant. For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Eva Zaccaria.
Guys, I'm on the Bergen Catholic sideline, and it is absolutely electric down here right now. This team is ready to try and take back one from Don Bosco. They feel like they could have won that game earlier in the year. They lost to Don Bosco in last year's state title game. Very fresh in their minds. Coach told his team, it's not the last one, it's the next one. Guys, back up to you. In sports tonight, the 2009 Heisman Trophy winner has been announced. Mark Ingram was awarded college football's top individual prize earlier tonight. The running back is the first ever trophy winner for the Crimson Tide. Ingram rushed for over 1,500 yards this season and had 15 touchdowns. The sophomore helped Alabama to a perfect record. The vote was the closest ever for this year's Heisman. Ingram defeated second-place finisher Toby Gerhart by just 5 votes. That's only 28 points. The newest member of college football's elite club gets a chance to show us all why he came out on top in the BCS championship game this January. On to basketball now. Syracuse returns home tomorrow to take on St. Francis. A win over the Terriers would make the Orange 10-0 and give SU its best start since the turn of the century. The hot start has surprised everybody so far this season. Lots of questions surrounded the Cuse coming in, and many saw this as a rebuilding year for Jim Boeheim's squad.